What's up, you guys? So today we are finally back with another video, and today is actually December 29th. I'm going to be posting this today, but this video is originally from the beginning of December, and I have a story time for you guys. But first, let's just go ahead and unbox the product and let's just talk about it a bit. So this is Pretty Diva dip powder, and for the record, I do not recommend this brand at all whatsoever. I will go ahead and tell you guys why once we get into the video a bit further. I was really contemplating whether or not I should post this video because I do not recommend the product, but it is a dip powder tutorial essentially, and I did put a lot into filming the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and just, talk to you guys about what happened. And I don't really feel any need to walk you guys through any of this part of the video because, again, I do not recommend this product or this brand. If you see them on Instagram, I would advise you to be wary. Also, you guys, I do apologize for my voice. I have been under the weather, and the last time I was well was it was a while ago, honestly. It's been at least a couple of weeks since I felt like fully myself between stress, the holidays, and, slacking off on all of my responsibilities because I haven't been well enough. So let me just go ahead and get into this little story time for you guys. And I just want to know, who is so freaking thankful that Christmas is finally over? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Christmas time is not the best time for me. It never has been. It's always been very depressing, along with Thanksgiving. So I really try to use YouTube as my outlet to be able to just be happy and kind of engage during the season. But then there was a line of events that happened that I just totally threw the towel in. I was like, not me, not today. So let's go ahead and get into this story time for you guys. Okay, so we're going to backtrack to the first week of December. Actually, we're going to backtrack to the week after Thanksgiving. The week after Thanksgiving, I had received an inbox message on Instagram, and the person was PrettyDivaDirect. And they're like, hey, we have a product that we're looking to get reviewed. We need to have some exposure in time for Christmas because this is our Christmas collection of dip powders. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry for the noise in the background. My kitty is using his litter. But anyways, so he's distracting me like I'm trying to tell a story, my man. All right, so they reached out to me and they're like, hey, and I was like, based on the inbox message, I was like, I'm not really sure if I want to go for this, but maybe I will take it into consideration. So I responded to them. I'm like, yeah, sure. What's the stipulations? And they wanted a 3 to 5 minute review of the products. They wanted you to use every single color, and they wanted, just a review, like a quality review. And I was like, all right, well, they're reaching out to me. They have a Christmas collection of dip powders. As you guys can see from these swatches, the color palette is pretty reasonable. I really didn't have any complaints with the selection because I was able to create a pretty cute set. But anyways, I was not really, I've done a lot of reviews for products before online between Facebook and Instagram, and I never really have seen it just wasn't giving me the most professional vibe from the inbox messages that I received. So I was not fully decided on it. I'm like, if they persist, then I'll consider. And so here you guys are going to see me getting into the tutorial, and I showed you guys my other hand. So first we're going to be doing our tips, and I used Extend Gel to apply, and the Extend Gel is from SXC Cosmetics Lazy Girl series. which I'm on the fence about that kit as well, which is another reason why I kind of just been staying away from YouTube for a minute, because I feel so betrayed. But we're going to be putting on our full cover tips with the extend gel, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue on the half cover tip or the extension and blend them in. So that's what you guys will see me doing for right now. But anyways, so I was scrolling on Instagram one day and I saw this girl and I saw her nails and I was like, oh my God, that's the dip powders that they reached out to me to review. And so I saw her and like, I was like, okay, well, to me, my perception is this is a small brand who's pretty serious about, you know, getting their product out there. So I contacted them. I'm like, hey, you know, I'll go ahead and order the kit. And they're like, okay, cool. So I ordered a kit. It gets here pretty quickly, but the kit doesn't come with anything. It just comes with the dip powders, which to me is like, if you're going to ask me to use the product and to show how it's used and everything, like a 3 to 5 minute tutorial review, I would hope that you would have enough sense to like send all of the necessary supplies because like otherwise, no matter what, the review is going to be pretty lame because, I mean, if you're in the game, you know, like, I need the supplies to do the nails. Hello. So anyways, and so I go ahead and I create this nail set and I put everything into like getting it done in a timely fashion because, you know, it's for the first week of December. So like Christmas is in a few weeks. It's perfect. And then I was also just like, well, this will start off like my Christmas nails for the month, like, because I wanted to create a lot of Christmas nails. But I finish these nails, I finish editing this video, I'm thinking of the voiceover, and I draft out my posts on Instagram, and I'm doing my caption for my Instagram, and I'm like, oh, I need to figure out what their name is on Instagram so I can tag them. So I go to my I go to my inbox on Instagram, and their picture is like blank. And so of course I click on the message and it says you cannot respond to this user, and like either their account was disabled or they had blocked me. I don't know. I'm not a genius on Instagram, so I couldn't tell you. What I did know is that it was pretty freaking convenient for me to be in that position, and like all I was trying to do was support a small brand. So I don't play that. Like, if you get over, well, there's no getting over on me, first off. If you attempt to get over on me, I'm instantly gonna like shut that down. So I was wise enough to ask them like, hey, can I buy this product on Amazon? Because if I can't buy it on Amazon, we're not doing this. It's not professional for me. But they did have an Amazon, so I was able to order it on Amazon. So I instantly went to Amazon and I reported the seller, like, you know, conveniently I can't get in touch with them. They were supposed to give me a, product in exchange for a review. And then all of a sudden, as soon as I put the review on the seller and I requested a refund, all of a sudden on my inbox on Instagram, I'm getting a DM from like a super strange page that's not affiliated with anything. It's brand new. It was just created 18 hours ago. It has 2 generic posts. And I'm like, oh, okay, what's up, you guys? Like, your account is disabled because you're unprofessional and you're a scam artist, essentially. And now you're DMing me from another account. Like, I'm not here to have this conversation. And they're like, hey, sorry, there was problems with our account. We couldn't reach you. Well, it's funny because you, like, got in touch with me immediately. And, like, I would think you probably wouldn't even know my Instagram name if your Instagram was disabled, you know, like, I don't know, maybe it just, you remembered it off the top of your head because you saw me hit you on Amazon. I'm not sure. But I basically tell them, like, listen, I don't feel comfortable doing the review anymore. There was poor communication. I don't want to recommend people to, land up in this situation too. And I just want a refund. And they're like, we'll send you your money. What's your PayPal? So I give them my PayPal address. And then 20 or 30 minutes passes by and I still haven't seen the refund. And I'm like, well, I'm sure they'll send the refund. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to bed. So I went to sleep and Then I woke up, and that night, like, I was going through this little phase, which I kind of have adapted to it, but it's just like sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll hop on my phone, and there's this thing that people say, like, don't get on your phone for the first 20 minutes that you're awake. So I wasn't on my phone during the night, and when I woke up, I was taking my time to get on my phone. So I finally get on my phone, which my mood is good because it's just like, I don't have problems. I'm happy. I'm at peace. So here in the video, you guys can see that I have all my tips on now, and I'm going to go ahead and blend them. And I basically did the full cover. Girl, did you blend them or not? I hope you blended them, girl. Maybe I didn't blend them. I'm sure I did, but this video is so old. I don't even know if I blended my own tips. And I'm using this nude polygel from the MAC series by 𝑠𝑐𝑒 Cosmetics, which I will be reviewing soon. And I'm actually really excited about that kit in particular. It has so much stuff with it. So yeah, see me not blend my tips. But the reason why I did the full cover with the extended, like the extension with the nail tips is because I wanted it to be like as smooth as possible, which is why it's like totally mind blowing me that I didn't blend the tips in. That is so. Oh, I probably added base coat gel to kind of like even it out. Okay, that's what I did. Anyways, moving on. So you guys are gonna see me. I'm gonna create a couple of French tips, and then I'm gonna get straight into the dip powder, and I will walk you guys through the dip powder, in case you've never used it, so that you guys can at least still get some value from this video. But anyways, so I wake up, I finally get on my phone, and I'm scrolling through my notifications. The first notification I see had me super excited because it was a supporter, which I still have not detected who it was. I still haven't been able to get my hands back onto that original message, but they inboxed me and they're like, hey, we just saw your I just saw your YouTube, and I love what you do, and they said a lot of positive things, and there was so much enthusiasm. And when I get messages like that, I tend to kind of like not respond right away or not even read them right away because I love to respond like with my whole heart. So at that point, I was kind of still scrolling through my notifications to see like what happened with the refund or what happened with the person who inboxed me. So that beautiful message, I never even got to read all of it because as the story progresses, you guys will find out. But it was a wonderful supporter, and they were so positive and enthusiastic, and it was just, I was on a high. Like, I was literally on a high. Well, then I'm scrolling down further, and I see the message from that random Instagram, and they're like, hey, we refunded you the money, check your PayPal. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go to check my PayPal. So like, I check my PayPal from my email because everything that happens on my PayPal goes straight to my email. So I exit out of my notifications. I go to my email. I'm scrolling. I see the refund, and I'm like, okay, cool. But then I look and I notice that my Instagram says that someone tried to access my account, and was it me? And then I scroll, and it's saying someone tried to access my Facebook. Was it me? And I'm like, oh, wow, it's just so freaking convenient that the same exact address that I have for my PayPal is the same exact address for the Instagram account and the Facebook account that someone was attempting to log into, which belonged to me. So essentially, and all of this is my opinion. All of this is my own conclusions that I've drawn. I have no solid proof. But I will say with full-blown confidence that PrettyDivaDirect basically is a scam to me. And they tried to hack my Instagram and my Facebook because there is money on those platforms, especially if you can get your hands on them. And I think that was just so low, personally, because, oh, you guys, look. So on the video, I have these snowflakes that I'm using on this finger, and I'm using hard gel. It's like it's not my new thing. It's something I'm trying, and I do low-key love it. But I still don't have like a solid review on my thoughts for the hard gel because, one, I'm not 100% sure that I use it properly, so like some of the complaints that I might have may not be even valid complaints. or like for me, because it's like there's always these little bubbles. They're not too bad, but it is a little annoying. But it could just be that I'm not like working the bubbles out of the product enough, or I'm doing something that's making it bubbly. So I have to like look into that more. But anyways, you guys, so at PrettyDivaDirect basically tried to hack my YouTube. I mean, not my YouTube. If my YouTube was under that email, they probably would have tried to hack my YouTube too. But my Facebook and my Instagram, which is terrifying because it's like, again, all I was trying to do was support a small business, and I am a small business myself. So like, and I'm an entrepreneur and a business owner, and like, you have to start from the bottom. It is hard. It's not easy. You need people to have faith in you and to believe in you. And that really makes all the difference. It makes all the difference in your confidence level. It makes all the difference in your consistency rate. It makes all the difference in your enjoyment. Like, when I knew that I was doing these nails for someone who was relying on me, it just made me feel like, okay, Samantha, you're going to impress this person. You're going to deliver. You're going to supersede their expectations. Those are the benefits from having faith in the next person and stuff like that. So, in a conclusion, basically, that situation, remember how I told you guys, like, I had that. So after I checked my email and I realized that I had to recover, like, not really recover my accounts, but I had to like reset my passwords. Well, when I reset my passwords on my account, I don't really know like what happened, but the inbox message from the girl that like was so enthusiastic, it just disappeared. So like, imagine a chart, like a line chart, a line graph, and you have the high is I'm at a high because I'm like, this nail set turned out super cute. It's the first set of the season. I'm going to be doing more. I'm so excited, blah, blah. And then going down to like, and then also me being productive because I was on top of my crap. Like, I was so on top of all of my work. Literally, that caption on that Instagram post was the last thing that I needed to do for work that day before I was able to feel 100% accomplished. And like, I had a new upload for you guys. I already had the voiceover in mind. I already had the photos uploaded onto Instagram. I had the caption produced and everything. So I went to I was at a major high, and then I just instantly dropped when I went onto Instagram and I saw that their account was like disabled. And it wasn't that I dropped because, I spent, $25 on this kit and I'm not going to get my money back, which that was never a worry. Like, I would never care about that. It was the fact that I'd done all this work and I felt so accomplished and proud of myself and like a reliable human. And it literally just all got taken away from me because I can't even have the same enthusiasm reviewing the product or talking to my supporters about it. And like, you guys get where I'm going. So that was a major low. And then, I had a little bit of a high point when they reached out to me and like they told me they were going to send me back my money because that means I didn't have to go through the return process on Amazon, which is a super easy process, but it's just more time out of my day that I really didn't plan to invest. So that was like a medium, rise or whatever. And then I wake up and I get a super high rise because I'm like, oh my God, this girl, she's in my inbox and she's such a sweetheart. And like, she's totally like my vibe right now. And like, it's such a blessing to wake up to a message like this from somebody. And like, I'm feeling the love and the support and the encouragement and the drive. And then instantly a major drop to like, wow, someone literally tried to hack my Instagram and my Facebook. So in my next video, I'm going to be doing 808s and Heartbreaks inspired by Kanye West's 808s and Heartbreaks album, the cover art or whatever. And in that video, I will elaborate more on like, I'm going to tell you guys more about like my mental emotional state as far as how nails have helped me grow and helped me evolve. And just like, it's going to be like a mental health video type of vibe, mental health awareness. But for now, I'm just going to tell you guys that for me to have such a high and then such a deep low and then a medium high and then a super high and then a super, super low, that it may not seem like a big deal to some people. Like, I know for sure there's people in this life who are like, I'm not trying to cuss today, but they're like, hold on, girlfriend, like, you got this, don't worry. And they're like, on to the next one, and they don't care. And I can be that way, but there are certain things that are like super, 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 I don't give a damn. Like, it can happen and I wouldn't care at all whatsoever. And then there's other stuff that's like, oh my God, how did that just happen to me? Like, what did I do to deserve that? And I kind of internalize it. And in this situation, I really internalized it because it was like my first reaction was not to do it. So here you guys see I have all of my dip powder applied. Well, most of it, not all of it, but their nails, they're coming out so beautiful. But I knew I'm very smart, and like it takes a real like it's like one of those blue moon moments if anyone's ever able to get over on me or to lie to me or to cross me or to trick me, like, because I'm so intelligent. And like my first instinct when I received those messages from that person was like, no, they're not. No, just no, Samantha, don't do it. But there's always this little heartstring that I have. And like, I feel like one of my heartstrings was pulled when I saw like one of my supporters or like one of my fellow Instagram followers reviewed the product. And I was like, wow, well, they took a chance on this person. Like, I can take a chance on this person because that is what encourages people. That's the heartstring. Like, that was me being sentimental. Instead of, using my brain, I decided to go with my heart and see where it would get me. And that is what screwed me over so bad internally, because it's like, I have a really good heart and I am very giving, and I love to be a nice person. I love to support others. I'm a good soul. All right, you guys, so I have already filed the nails. Now I'm going to go ahead and cap them with, or maybe I didn't file them. I don't know what I did at this point, you guys. Don't even hold me accountable. All I know is that we're capping the nails with hard gel, because the dip powder, you have to layer it up like a lot in order for it to be thick. And like for these super long nails, I just couldn't. So I went ahead in with a thin layer of the dip powder, and then I went in with the hard gel. But anyways, you guys, so, and I noticed I didn't even walk you guys through the dip powder part. I will do another dip powder video very soon, and it will be like an in-depth tutorial, only a tutorial, will not be a story time. And that way I can give you guys like what you deserve, because with this one I'm venting. But yeah, so that was so the fact that I essentially, in my mind and in my heart, the way that my subconscious mind perceived the situation was that I betrayed myself. And it was because of the fact that I knew better as a professional, and I chose to be naive and like essentially stupid. Like, that's how my brain processes the situation that happened. And because my brain did that subconsciously and consciously, it just like, it drained everything out of me, because it's just like, subconsciously it's like, Samantha, why did you do that to yourself? And consciously it's just like, oh my God, how could someone do that to me? Like, why would someone literally, like, y'all know me by now. I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, I've even done a face cam like voiceover. So like, you can't tell me that person didn't essentially know exactly who they were screwing over. Like, there's a face with the name. So that is very personal for me, and I'm not that type of person. I don't do things like that. And also I will say that I basically kind of just gave up because there was a detachment with my Instagram because of the fact that the person tried to take my stuff. Like, they tried to take my Instagram. So like, in my psychology, if anything hurts me, I part ways with it instantly. Like, and if you guys hear a noise in the background, it's my cat. he has a self-cleaning litter, so after 20 minutes it goes like it does its job. But here you guys can see, look at my nails. Ah, they were so cute. They were adorable. I think I need to start working with matte top coats more often, because I don't think shiny top coat is always a move, but for some reason I barely use matte top coat. But anyways, when I saw that someone was trying to take my Instagram, it's just that realization that you go to sleep and you wake up and like everything that you worked so hard for and like the comfort that brought you the rest that night, like there's a devil, there's an evil spirit out there and it's trying to take that from you. Like, bro, do you know this is like, I worked hard, very, very hard to get where I am. Not only did I work hard physically, financially, mentally, but emotionally and spiritually. There is a battle. Like, that's why a lot of people will say, listen, honey, it's not as easy as it looks. And it's truly not, especially when you have people that are out there to try to take what you have worked hard for or try to attack you when you've done nothing wrong to them. And I will put out a little extra warning for you guys. There was another account that was in my inbox, and I won't even name it because I don't even care. I'm not going to go in my inbox and look for the message. I may have deleted it. I don't know. But there was another brand that was reaching out, and this brand had their Instagram was a little more elaborate, and they had a full website, and they were doing the same thing that the other brand was doing. It was just a different approach, and they're basically like, hey, we want you to review these products, blah, blah. And so I look onto the website, and I'm like, oh, well, it looks pretty legit. But like, templates for websites are easy. Like, you can get a template website and post that thing today and people will go there and you will get traffic, and it's just because of the template website. So I decided to do more research, and I looked in the contact us or the about us or whatever, and it basically had a similar address of the address that's listed on this dip powder kit on the back of the box, which I showed at the beginning of the video. So I instantly blocked them and deleted their message. I'm sure I deleted the messages. And I just want to let you guys know, just be wary. And I don't even want to limit this to small brands at this point. Like, honestly, I'm so sorry. And it might be an unpopular opinion, but there are even like larger brands, and I won't say any names, but I will say that they have been rubbing me the wrong way, because I just see a lot of greed in these, like some of the brands. I see a lot of greed, or I see a lot of essentially, like, what is it considered when it's plagiarism but it's art, like, or it's plagiarism but it's an idea or a concept. Like, you guys know how I feel kind of about like the Lazy Girl series by 𝑠𝑐ℎ𝑒𝑐 Cosmetics, and the fact that Femi Beauty was not credited for that. Like, I don't want them to have her endorse the kit, but at some point, when are we going to be honest about the fact that she created the Lazy Girl method? Like, that was her thing. So like, I have not been motivated at all. Like, I have literally gone back and started using my Model 1's products, because I'm just like, I don't want to rep any brand anymore, because like, nobody's safe. If it's not them trying to like cash grab 24/7 365, then it's them basically, you know, putting out ideas and crediting other people that are not original creators. And I saw recently on Femi Beauty's Instagram that she's going to be speaking soon about like her opinion on some of the things that have been happening in the industry, and low-key as like a true supporter and paying homage to like how I even got the confidence to get up here, or the enthusiasm, or the freaking idea, to be honest. I'm kind of waiting on her to drop this video so that I can like basically jump on her bandwagon, in a sense that I need to know like what's going on that I don't know about in the industry, because you instantly hold a source of accountability when you are on the internet, when you are inspiring others, when you are promoting brands, when you are networking online. Like, there's just I don't care who says anything different. There is a sense of accountability and you have to be there. And I just don't feel, I cannot be comfortable recommending products or brands that have no mission statement and no ethnic code, like, no, not ethnic, ethics code. Like, if you don't have strong ethics and if you're not, operating with an overall objective, I can't really support you or like represent your brand, because at that point, I don't know what to expect. And I'm no different than the people who are customers at the end of the day. Like, as a brand ambassador, you want to take part in the things that are going on, but you want to take a fundamental part. And I think that I have personally learned that along my journey is that, like, originally I just wanted to like be a brand ambassador and I wanted to, bring, people to know these brands and to share in using the products and things. But I've seen a lot of stuff that's just like, where do I see myself on this journey 5 years from now or 10 years from now with the people that I see that are the main, the heads of these brands or of these businesses or of these products and things like that. And I don't see myself fitting in very well. I don't see myself like really, I see a brighter future for myself as an individual if I don't attach myself to those brands and to those communities. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm sure there's people who understand what I mean. And I hate to say that, like, because it's me admitting that I was wrong. Like, the way I started things was not correct, which you live and you learn. But I don't really think I want to focus on like being a brand ambassador as much and like, promoting products as much. Like, I thought that was what I wanted. And I'm sorry for anyone who's on my journey and they feel misled. But I think for the new year, my channel is mainly going to revolve around just nail art design ideas and just personally relating to my audience through, things. And I will still be a brand ambassador and I will still promote products. But I just want you guys to know that it will not be like, it's not my main focus. Like, it's gonna take a lot for me to gain trust in brands and trust in this industry, and even to accept offers to review products or to, be an ambassador for certain things. Like, I'm just not here for it. And I think it's better to be honest with yourself and with your audience than to like try to do something that ultimately you don't see bringing you happiness and success in the long run, because that's what I'm on this journey for. In my next video, when I'm showing you guys my 808s and Heartbreaks set, I will talk to you guys more about like the mental part of all of this and like how it may affect negatively or it could affect positively and how it's affecting me. And I'm gonna be transparent with you guys about like where my nail journey really started and like how everything ever worked out for me. And from now on, you guys are gonna see really just beautiful nail art from me that is not gonna revolve around, basically endorsing products or, sponsored products, because everything that's free is not good. And like, I feel like it's very selfish for some people to offer, free products or, free this or free that, when their intentions are not really to see you thrive, but they're more so just to push a motive that you really don't even know what it is at the end of the day. So here's the finished product. Thank you guys so much for listening to my story. It took a lot out of me to post this, but I am going to go ahead and just try to be as transparent as possible. And I'm sorry for the bad vibes, but the bad vibes are going to be ending very soon. I'm going to do my best today to get that 808s and Heartbreaks video edited and do the voiceover for you guys, hopefully today or tomorrow, so that I can upload that video preferably over the weekend or maybe even tomorrow. I'm not sure. But I love you guys so much, and I thank you guys so much for your support. And if the girl who inboxed me that never got a response could just forward the message to me, please, girlfriend, because the vibes were everything. And I'm so sorry that, I had that bad experience, but I will be protecting myself and my audience and my mental health moving forward from those type of hindrances now that I'm able to identify them and I see that they exist. So, I holla you guys. Peace.